Welcome to another episode of Empyrion with Respawn. I'm Respawn, your friendly host for the night, and every night if you're watching these streams. That's why it's called Empyrion with Respawn. So where we last left off, I was doing some more capital shipbuilding. To be honest, I can't quite remember exactly where I left off, what all you haven't seen. So we'll do a quick once-over of anything that might be new in the ship in a little bit. Just off the top of my head, I know this is new. I put this console here just because I thought it looked good, right? But anyway, the real reason I'm recording is I decided to expand out my the roof on my shipyard some more. We're getting, really close to the roof here at this point. I still have to add some weaponry. I want to give myself some room to maneuver. So, since I decided to expand this out, and there's always the risk that something's going to come crashing down, I decided to record it just in case. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to knock out these columns. I've already gone through and installed the new higher roof. Did the same glass ceiling, pulled the glass out of the old roof. So there's that going for it. Or there's that work that's been done already. And we'll see on we'll see when I start knocking these columns out if everything just comes crashing down or if it stays. I think it's gonna stay. Personally. But you never know. I mean, this game is kinda weird about that stuff. I've had floating blocks, and then I've had at one point, just for grins, I was building a tower on top of my base out of concrete, and I had the tower just suddenly, for no reason, collapse on me. Couldn't figure out why. So, and unfortunately I wasn't recording it, so I didn't get a chance to see if I could spot anything. Truly, I don't think I could have, though. So anyway, so far so good. The real trial is going to be when we start pulling out the cross beams where the old roof was. We'll see how it handles that. So while I was gone, while I was not recording, I did do some more design work on my vessel. I'll kind of show that off in a little bit. Just kind of an idea I had just to kind of flesh out the ship a little bit and make it look less like a box, and two, maybe add some extra protection on the side of the ship. I'll explain that a little bit later. The other thing I know I did was I finished out the what I refer to as the crew's quarters, as well as the dining area downstairs in the first floor, bottom floor, whatever it is. So I'll show those off. I think I also did some restructuring of some of the walls and to make some better use of the space in the engine room, engineering area, whatever you want to call it. So I'll show that off as well before we start looking at anything new. Oops. So far, so good. Probably jinxing myself by saying that. So I built these columns first as a touch point, basically, so I know where to lay the cross beams for my new roof. Of course, could have tried to do without it, but just like last time, I was afraid that if I went too far out from the walls, it would have caused a collapse of sorts. So we're going to start. We'll start with the horizontal ones. Yeah, that's... Whew. Alright. Alright, that was not the entire structure. I can handle that. I'm okay with that. I was afraid that we just lost it all. Well, at this point I think the new roof is probably safe. Was not expecting that all to come crashing down like that. Gotta admit, I may have jumped in my seat a little bit there. Was not expecting that. So, good thing I do this at night and I don't have a webcam, so that there's nobody either awake in my house to see me jump, or you guys can see me jump. Gotta finish taking out the rest of this. We could add some more lights too if we wanted. I'm gonna try not to for right now, just because I frankly don't want to go and construct more lights. But we are losing a significant bit of light by pulling out these cross beams. So we may need more light at some point. We'll see. So yeah, that's done. And wow, yeah, well, we need more light. So, I'll just build it here since I've already got this ship running. The stairwell, actually, that's also new from the last video. I did have an elevator going up there. I felt the stairwell was a little better. Elevator kind of killed the flow of the maneuverability in this area, so I decided stairwells were going to work better. Oh, I have lights already. Look at that. We'll build some more though. Where are they? We'll build 20. Meanwhile, cement, purified water, back metal components, plate, hard steel plate. I don't know what some of this. I don't even know what some of this came from. Glass plate. All right. While those are building, we'll go put in the lights that we do have. So we'll take the elevator up. So. Didn't all come crashing down on me. That's a relief and a surprise at the same time. Let's see if we can get away with just putting them on the ceiling here for now. Maybe that'll be enough light for us. We'll see. Come on, lights. There's actually almost no light in the ship itself, too, so it doesn't help that there's none out there. You know what, we're gonna make another 10 more. I don't think that's gonna be enough, now that I'm looking at it. Come on. Alright. I probably could have done some math and counted how many I actually truly needed, but that would have been too easy, right? Oh, another one here. Another one here. And another one here. And well, that's actually all the overhead. Yeah, I think I still want some on the perimeter, huh? That's still not a ton of light. So, alright. Oh, I need food. Oop, don't, it's easy to go too fast and overshoot your mark there. I was using the small vessel actually to get me up to the top of the structure so I could place so I could more easily place items. The glass is still a lot easier to do without the drone. So I just flew on top, landed on some of the pillars, and put my glass in. Call it a day. All right, food's done. sorry. I don't need you. I can use the elevator to get up. I need to grab more lights anyway. So, this ship is quite large, turning into quite the monster project. It's almost becoming the ship build that never ends. Alright. But I promise I'll be done soon. Tonight's really about just tidying up the design, right? It's mostly done. Got most of the components that I want installed in the ship. I don't know why they rotate like that sometimes. Ooh, is that going to be enough? Looks like it. Alright. That's everything. So, it still looks kind of dark up here. That's the wrong control panel. Alright, can I make the elevators? Whoops. Guess not. Let's check the lights. Everything's ungrouped. Yeah, why are they not all the same uniform intensity? I actually did go back at one point, and they're not all the same range. So I did go through at one point, and made them all the same. Cranked the intensity down, because they were a little large at one point. So I'll do that in a second, but for right now, let's show off the ship as it is. So one of the things I did, love it or hate it, I don't know, but I did it, and I'm going to keep it. I added all this extra, I don't know, cladding on the side. I don't know what you want to call it. So I added there, thought as it'll work as sort of a blade of plating, right? It's adds an extra layer on the side of the ship around some of the really core components, the engine and that kind of stuff. It's going to make it a little harder for shots to penetrate through. There's that second layer there. The front of the ship is still pretty vulnerable. I did the same thing on this side as well. And I think I'm going to do something similar at the back of the ship as well. So, I don't know. I'm still not sure if I like it, but I did it. The other thing I did was, at the top edge, I sloped the edge, which I don't always plan to do that anyway. It gives the ship kind of an interesting flow. Haven't decided what to do with the back of the ship yet, so I left my cubes there. Like I said, I think I'm going to do kind of a similar kind of thing. I'll probably paint it a different color too. For those that don't know what a blade of plating is simply just plating that's meant to ablate or just get blown off as a form of protection. So the mess hall area, there's still a lot of open space, which is fine for right now. Add a couple of passenger seats, add another console just for fun. Added our benches that of course you can't actually sit at, but whatever. Added them. This is, where people would sit and eat meals if people actually sat down to eat meals in this game. Come in here. I knocked out this wall. I can't remember if I did that. I don't think I did that before the end of the last video. So I knocked out that wall. Give me a little extra room. Put a console block here as well. If need be, I can always punch that out and add some extra room for some more fuel tanks or something. Whatever. Back here, there's really nothing different in this in the hover vessel bay. So nothing different here. I believe that was already here the last episode. Elevator was already there. I am going to add another O2 station here. Basically, wherever the three main areas that people come in the ship: hover vessel, small vessel bay, and downstairs the main door in the engineering room, in the engine room. I want to put health and oxygen. So warp core did the same thing here. I punched out the walls, opens it up a lot, especially when you consider that you can't actually, walk into this space. It's really a square object. Finish off the crew quarters as well. So, a couple of bunk beds here. Obviously I'll need to go through and paint some stuff at some point. A couple bunk beds against the window, just like the other side. This room is basically a mirror of this room. So, again, this is all unnecessary space. It's just kind of here because I thought it would look cool. And then call it first officer's quarters, maybe. Gets his own shower with a green floor. That's can't quite get there. Wonder if I can. I'll see if I can get it from below in a minute. So anyway, kind of similar setup. Bed against the window, bench, TV, entertainment console, closet. So then you come up this set of stairs, and you are in this part of the ship. Can't decide if I'm going to leave all of this wide open or if I'm going to put another wall here and have this be like another sort of utility area. Front part is obviously cockpit area. I got some seats with some very far away consoles. Some side seats. I believe, I don't know if I've placed these yet, but there's a couple seats there. Console there, another different console block on that side. Come back here, and of course it's the balcony to the small vessel garage, hangar, whatever. Then of course you come up the big stairs here to captain's quarters, the most lavishly appointed quarters in the ship. So that's kind of that. That's the whole ship. Tonight we're gonna put some guns. I've got some guns that I built in my main base over there, so we're gonna slap them on. We're also probably going to might just finish off the ship. The other thing, though, I think I want to do is I want to do a glass wall between here. So I'll probably do that later tonight as well, at some point. I like the idea of being able to see into the engine room area. So anyway, let's see, where was that? What I wanted to paint, unpaint rather, been right there next to that one. So let's see if we did that. Yep, cool. So, I mean, obviously a little bit of a design issue. The first officer has to go through crew's quarters from here to get to his bunk, but oh well. Do I still have the stair blocks? I want to throw some stairs here instead of these ramps. Just like that. And just like that. The downside is I wish I could paint the backside of this. I can't. No big deal. I did think about, since we can't actually walk up that way, I did think about maybe putting some slope blocks, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll make up our mind later. I really don't care. And then on the other side of this should be another block. So that's our ablative plating. I hope I have steel blocks with me so I can replace that. I do. So that's all that for right now. I think what we're gonna do for right now is I'm gonna pause the video and pause the video. I'm gonna go back, get my guns and stuff to mount on the ship, and we'll be back in a few. I think. Oh yeah, I also want to tweak the lights on the shipyard. And again, no point in having you guys watch me do that. Are those shadows, or did that just get painted weird? I don't know if that just got painted weird. At one point, when I decided to leave my ship. Okay. Sure. Don't remember doing that, but okay, whatever. Alright, yeah, so I think that's that for right now. I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome back. So, I went and I got my weaponry, and also while I was away, I kind of monkeyed around with kind of the same sort of extra cladding on the back of the ship It does look kind of messy, but I'm thinking textures. I can use textures to make it look a little less messy. Also, run it off the. Why is there always a freaking another thing in the spawn area? Also, kind of run it off the edges a little bit until I got down to here, where I left it at a sharp corner. I can always go back and change that, but I say run it off. I think technical term would be chamfered. So anyway, what we've got right now that I wanted to place are some weapons. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of the drone and see if we can place these manually. So I built 4 minigun turrets, 2 cannons, and 2 missile launchers. I feel like I can place this here. You know, I do need the drone to get a little sense of perspective. I feel like if I place this here, it's not going to impede the workings of the hangar bay doors too much. And do the same for the other side. Are you going to tell me I'm about to lose contact with my drone? Oh, no. Okay. There's 2 there. I also have 2 cannon turret cannons, which I actually wanted to just stick on the side. So, yep, just trying to make sure I put them in the same place. Kind of dead center on the side there. Almost. And right there. Alright, that still leaves me with my rocket turrets and my other 2 minigun turrets, which I plan to put on the top of the ship. Like this. And a little space between the rockets and the miniguns, although not too much space because I want to have some room to still actually land a ship on the top if I wanted to. I think that's probably good enough. Yeah, we'll do that for now. So, that's my armaments for my ship. Hopefully that's enough. I truly have no idea what to expect as far as what is and is not sufficient. So, so with that, that's kind of really the last major components to put on the ship here. I'm just trying to think here off the top of my head. We've pretty much placed everything that we need to place except for I wanted to finish up and put some more O2 canisters and another 2 health and O2 stations in this bay here. And I just realized that when I blew all this out, I never put the warp drive tank back in. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna knock out this T2 fuel tank. We're gonna put the warp drive right there. This is all, yeah, that's all one T3 fuel tank. Or would it look better to move this T3 back and put the warp? Yeah, I think it would. So I need to build 1 T3, 1 warp, 1 medic bay, and 102. Alright, medic bay here. So 202 stations, 1 medic station, and the warp fuel station. I also built my landing gear. So, fuel tank T3. Let me throw components in there. And we need a warp fuel tank, warp drive tank, 2 oxygen stations, and 1 medic station. Alright, while that is all building, we are going to place our other 2 large ammo boxes. I think for right now I'm going to leave this area kind of open. I might change my mind on that later. Might put a wall from here going back that way and make this just another like utility room. But for right now, I think I'm going to leave it open. I am, however, going to place my other 2 large ammo boxes in here. Don't know why it wants to place it up. So there we go. And that's that. So landing gear. I have my landing gear. Landing gear is going to be a little tricky, right? Because the ship is down. I'll just throw some more fuel in it, and I'll see if I can. I don't know how much. Don't know how much fuel it's going to take to. 1 hour 36. You know what? We're going to turn the constructor off for this little maneuver. I'm going to lift the ship up and hopefully install the landing gear real quickly from underneath. So we're going to turn that off for right now. Let's see. Thrusters. Auto group. Yes, clear groups. Thrusters on. Power usage changed to 3 minutes. Alright. That's not a lot of time. Alright. You know what? I'm not even going to chance this thing coming down on top of my head. I don't think it'll kill me or anything, but I'm just going to grab some fuel. Grab some real fuel, that is. Large fuel pack Promethium. That works. Alright, that should give me enough juice for a little bit. So a lot of that 3 minutes was probably because the advanced constructor was operational, but still. Alright, external view. Let's look this bad boy up. How much? 21 minutes? Good enough for me to get done what I need to get done. Okay. Did I not lift it up enough? Ooh, I don't know if I did, actually. Oh, no, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Alright, so... Is this 2x2? It is. That means I'm never going to get it centered. So I'm just going to have to live with it being off-centered. Unless I decide I want to do a different landing gear at the front. But I don't think I want to do that right now. The other landing gears I want to stick out on the outer pods here. That one there, right beneath the those thrusters. And stick this one here, right beneath those thrusters. My ramps are a little short now, aren't they? That's right, I was expecting that. So let's So of course I could do 2 landing gears on the front. Tripod landing gear though makes the ship a little more, a little easier to land on uneven surfaces. So lift it up and all right, it is officially down on the landing gear. Thrusters off. We have lots of power now. Oh, that's right. I did turn the constructor off. That's right. Yeah, 3 minutes was not a lot of time. There's a lot of thrusters going there. So we'll have to probably work on these ramps at some point because they're obviously not enough. Other thing I was thinking I might do. So I mentioned before that I was going to put some extra plating down here on the bottom, for where these to help cover the. Well, I'm saying no, I'm a lot again today. To help cover the planters. They have pretty crummy hit points, and I don't want to get them blown off by accident. So I wonder if I can do that. Hey, it looks like I can do that from under here. So the other thought I had, so I was just going to do, like, just wall pieces, basically. But I was thinking, why not style this up a little bit? Again. So what this really means is I'm going to build all this, and then I'm going to have to rebuild my landing gear, because I'm basically building into where the landing gear. I'm basically going to want to put the landing gear underneath all this. But that's okay. I can handle that. Those are blocks. There we go. Probably can't place into that space. What chance? My chance, making that kind of weird and frustrating. So let's see. Corner. Right. The corner's going to go there. Slope. Right there. Which means regular cube goes here. The corner goes here. And here. Corner piece goes here. And here. And I will blow that landing gear away at some point. You know what? I can blow it away right now, actually. Except I'm actually out of steel blocks. I don't want to just kill my, I don't want to kill my good fuel. Good. I have more steel blocks. Alright. Perfect. I have my T3 fuel tanks, I have my medic station, my 202 stations, and my warp drive tank. Wow. Text message. Unexpected at Summonite. Anyway. Man, I feel like that landing gear is going to get blown off quite a bit, unfortunately. It's only got 50 hit points. That's nothing. But, we'll see. I thought there was actually an even heavier landing gear that you could put on ships. So, that's that. Gives the ship a little less of a, again, kind of add some character to the bottom of the ship. I can even go, you know what, I think I actually want to go back one more. Man, I've used a lot of multi-tool charges building this thing. Alright. The slope. The cubes all the way back here. There's slope and corners. Yeah. Somebody's texting me. It's not important. Whatever it is. Can't be important this hour of the night. And I think I'm kind of want to do something similar on the backside as well. At least lends a little bit of character to the ship, right? While I'm here, all this stuff underneath the ship that I painted needs to get unpainted. All the stuff that I either couldn't unpaint because I had other things in the way, or what have you. The only exception being that I'm going to leave these on the end just so that I can use them as markers. And actually, I can't unpaint above the landing gear, so there you go. So there's all that. I have some more exterior pieces as well. Those I know I can get from the inside. There are markers that tell me where I couldn't build. Why is there always another fucking object in the spawn when I'm looking up? I have to look straight ahead and spawn my stupid drone. Oh yeah, these blocks too. Alright. And lost contact with my drone. That's alright. I'm really wondering how much fuel this thing's gonna take to lift off, but we'll see. And we're not gonna go all the way forward with these on this side. Right about there. Which is good. I don't know how far back I need to go. I think about here. Wow, I'm still getting texted. Okay. Whatever. So I went in from the main body of the ship. And just to make it all level, come all the way out here. And the main body of the ship. Then I did one more. And then the orange is the sloped. So after the orange, nothing. Right. Main body of the ship, 1, 2 in. Main body of the ship, 1, 2 in. I thought I selected don't apply to whole block. Oh well. I did water pieces. Alright. What the hell are people messaging about? Not that important, guys. That's all my friends in a different time zone. It's not as late for them as it is here. I mean, hell, I'm still awake anyway, but still. That's beside the point. I don't want to talk to anybody this late. The group text, by the way. That's why it keeps going off. I'm saying this. I don't even know if you can hear it on the mic. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe you think I'm just nuts and I'm talking to myself. Which does happen sometimes. Alright, so from that side I came in just from the back of the, one more, right? There we go, there we go. Like that, and like that. I'm gonna leave that gap so I can crawl in there and fill in the gaps with pieces as necessary. This big corner, obviously. Group chats. Oh, god damn it. Sometimes they get so fucking annoying. That goes in there. Fill in on that side as well? No, I did not, so let me do that while I've got this piece queued up. Alright. The rest of these in here are going to be cubes. I am going to leave spaces for the thrusters, even though I know I technically don't need to. I just like to do it anyway. So that's one thing about this game. I don't know if you've watched any videos or seen where I did it with one of the thrusters on my small vessel, but thrusters don't actually need to have... you can put your thrusters all... oh, I'm out of blocks. You can put your thrusters completely internally if you wanted to. And, actually I want this door. You could put your thrusters completely internally if you wanted to. And, sure, it does make a difference. They'll still work. I've actually seen ship designs where they have a quote-unquote thruster room, where there's nothing but thrusters in this room. Any other things that should go in here? No. So I need some steel blocks. You know what? We're gonna pause right here because I need to eat in game, but I also need to go get some more refreshments out of game. So I'm gonna pause the video here, and when we get back, we'll finish up the bottom side of the back of the ship. I will respond to these ridiculous group text messages, and we will kind of tidy things up and maybe maybe put a coat of paint on the ship before the night. So anyway, I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We're going to finish filling in this this area back here real quick. And I did respond to all my text messages. They were nothing at all important. Just, I think some of my friends are probably drunk. Actually, I think some of my friends just consistently remain drunk 100% of the time. No idea how they manage to do that and maintain a job and... oh, that's right. They're unemployed. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I can only have one unemployed friend right now. However, while my drinking days are mostly behind me, these guys have not quite finished just yet. Have not quite finished their drinking days, that is. Alright, so last thing is we need to bust out these landing gear pieces and fill in the rest of this back here. That was not correct. We need blocks, regular blocks, and slopes. You really can't tell that there's no light under here. You can't tell that I painted the bottom of the ship at all. And it actually makes it hard to unpaint the bottom of the ship if I can't see it. I guess you can kind of see it. It's just, man, the game is super dark sometimes. And I don't mean that in like an emo dark way. I mean just, I can't see shit kind of way. Alright, that was one set of heavy landing gear. That's so gonna get blown off in a battle. I just know it. Alright, that's the back finished. Gives the ship a little more character, I think. Oops. Let's go in and rebuild our landing gears real quick, and we'll place our landing gears again. Let's see, what components, plate, electronics, I don't know. I guess that's all that's needed for landing gear. I seriously thought there was more landing gear. Just the two choices, the light landing gear and the heavy landing gear. I thought that there was like another tier of landing gear, but maybe it's just for small vessels. Landing gear T2, small vessel, and T1, heavy landing gear T1. Alright. Build 3 of these. Hopefully they won't take terribly long. While those build, we're going to go and place the rest of our, we'll start in here. We need to place our O2 station. There we go. There's our life support systems in here, and this section of the ship. We also need to place them down here. I think those lights really kind of get in the way, don't they? I want to block the door, do I? Place the one there, and the medic station right here. There we go. That works. I can still get to my large ammo box over there. Still have room to park a second hover. That works. Alright, we also need to place our fuel tank that we took out and our warp drive tank. So, let's place, hang on. But I got most of this from underneath. I'm not underneath here. It's still black, so I have. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna paint that red, so I know. I know where to start from, and I'm just going to hit the whole bottom of the ship around here. Anyway, place our fuel tank here, and our warp drive tank. Alright. I think landing gear, and I think that's it. Maybe some more containers around the place, but I guess I'll go around the ship a little bit. I think probably need some right here next to the constructor. In fact, I am gonna place some more containers right here next to the constructor. I had some built, I guess not. Build more cargo boxes, grab my landing gear. Alright, we need to lift the ship up again one more time. Oh, you know what else we need? We need ramp blocks. Need several more ramp blocks. 4 sounds good. Let's put good fuel back in one of these fuel tanks. So I can have enough fuel to power the thrusters and not get crushed by my ship. Right? I actually kind of wonder what would happen if if the ship did run out of gas while I was underneath it. I'm guessing it probably wouldn't be pleasant. Alright, thrusters on. What am I looking at for power consumption? 18 minutes. That's plenty. The real question is going to be whether or not I can get back to the ship. Hope so. I missed a spot. I did miss a spot. Look at that. Pull that in. I don't want to put the landing gear on top of the thrusters if I can help it. I feel like that looks floppy. On the flip side, I need to place the landing gear as far on the edges as possible. Why is it having issues snapping where I want it to? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's going to be on top of the thrusters a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be able. I don't think I'll be able to help that. And look, I missed another gap here. Oh no, I just placed the wrong pieces. Good thing I have 2 more left. Forgot to make this. Alright. Place a block there, place a block there. Landing gear. I'm gonna hope that's right. Lack of light makes it hard. Yep, okay. And the last piece of landing gear, the nose gear. Like I said, it's never going to be level. Never going to be even. It's just noxious, but which way do I want it? Left or right? Doesn't really matter. We're going to put it there. Alright. Gotta back up in the ship. Wow, I was actually kind of afraid I may not have been able to make that jump. Not that would have been an adventure. Alright. Put it down. And thrusters off. And with my container blocks and my ramp blocks, you are. That's not where I wanted to place you. That's frustrating. Alright. Thank you. Sorry, we waited for a second there. Shut that off just for good measure. Alright. That is done. Oh, got caught by the elevator block. And I needed to go down and all the way. So that ramp block is obviously not useful anymore. So, ramps. 1 by 2 by 1. Nope. 1 by 3 by 1. Nope. 1 by 4 by 2. By 4 by 2. 3 by 5 by 3. I wish I had steel blocks right now. I could snap this too. Why are you being such a fucking pain in the ass? The snaps. Go down a level. Fuck you, there's another object in the spawn. This is when I get frustrated. Because it's not... I don't want the ramp there, I want the ramp down here. Why would I put the ramp up there? Why won't you place the ramp down? Okay, page down. Still not quite as good as I'd like. But I guess it'll do. I guess it'll have to do. And we'll do the same thing over here. Ramp block. I can at least jump into that. Come on. I guess this very large ramp is fitting for what has turned out to be a very large ship. I'm gonna need more ramps for the back of the ship. One will not be enough, so let me construct a couple more. Construct 3 more. I need more light back here. That's really the problem. I can't see underneath my ship. That's not the problem, that's a problem. Did I build more lights? I have extra lights? I do. You're already done with my ramp blocks. Nice. Alright. Let there be light. Alright. Put the same ramp block here. as before. Really useless that high up in the air for me right now, but that's okay. But these ramp blocks. Totally not useful. And this is the one that I'm worried the most about because this is where my hover vessels are going to come in. 3x4x2, 3x5x3. There we go. That's what I needed. Alright, so I think that's kind of everything aside from placing a few decorative items here or there. I did want to put a console block down here, kind of between these just for grins. Got a constructor on the bottom floor. Console there. Let's see. I wanted to put a console block in here somewhere, but there's really no room without me crashing into it. Oh, that's right. I did want to do the glass walls there. So I think, or not there, but on the next floor. So I think I have glass blocks, regular window blocks. I have a couple. Let me build another 10 stack. Right now, while those are building, we'll come in and punch out this wall. I don't think the 4 I have right now are going to be enough. That's 1. Three. Guess it is a little redundant having a window block there, but hey, you know. Really, I just need the 1, but I built 10, so whatever. Good enough. Let's knock that out. There we go. I wish it was possible to, like, untint the window blocks so that they're not tinted at all. But I don't think that is possible. Or does it rotate? No, so there's no tint there. So that's that. I think, yeah. The last thing I want to do is I want to throw a coat of paint on this thing. Oh, actually I need to get underneath and do the crazy paint, unpaint the bottom of the floor stuff. That whole block. It's going to be easier. I just paint it all first. Then I can go back and unpaint it. That way I know I won't miss a space. And I know this is too far back, but that's okay. Alright, now I know. Now I'll know where I have not missed. I go back in there and see that there's still pieces of the floor that are painted. I'm gonna be fucking, like, probably gonna, like, I don't know. Probably flip a lid or something. Lid, gasket, I don't know. Choose your phrase. But there's one more thing I wanted to do. I did want to do a shutter door at the bottom here and an elevator up kind of thing, like I've seen in the other ships. And a shutter door at the top as well. Where am I going? Oh yeah. Supposed to check and make sure. Boy, looks good in here. Yep, I think it's all done. All ready for some texturing. Okay. So let me go up and make our shutter blocks. Our shutter doors, rather. The elevator blocks. So the ones I need. CV and BA. Build faster. I wonder what it looks like. I wonder what it would look like if I did make this into a room. I'm gonna do another glass walled room. But yeah. That would go there. That would go there. And then Windows side one by one. Go like that. That would go like that. And we need to build a couple doors there. Do I have doors? I have one. I have the console block. Build me another door block. Meanwhile, shutter doors are go. Mostly this is something I've seen on the on some of the pre-built ships. And it's not a bad idea, really. Shutter doors that you can use to open and close and come in from the bottom or the top of the ship. Ship does lose a little bit of defense and offense, or it does lose a little bit of hit points, I guess, by doing this, but the convenience is outweighed by the convenience. Problem is, sometimes you have to Alright. By the door. And it's flashing yellow food at me again. I feel like I always run out of food in this game. Alright, so that's all that taken care of. I think the last thing I want to do is I want to throw a coat of paint on the outside of this thing. And I don't know why, but I'm partial to white on ships. So we are going to make the exterior white before we, fuck you, and there's something in the spawn. Actually really hard with that sun to see what we have and haven't gotten. Since there's no cursor, or no crosshair with the drone, it also makes it a little difficult to tell what I have and have not painted yet. I'm sure we'll find that I missed a spot somewhere along the way. I mean, that's just one bright yellow splotch. Can't tell if I've got it or not. Oh, man. You know, I went to college so I didn't have to paint for a living. So I didn't have to paint, period. I mean, it doesn't even look like I got that, but the way the sunlight's playing off of it. Put in there. I think I like white because white reminds me of, you know, old school, you know, Victorian era ships of the line. You know, I don't know. White seems to harken back to that era to me, in my opinion. It's got gives it a very old school, like traditional ship kind of feel, which, you know, I kind of like. Oops, the wrong way. So the my up and down key is the same as my is actually one of the extra buttons on my mouse behind my trigger, so I can't. I'm sorry, my down button is. My up button is a different button, so I can't actually go down and hold the trigger at the same time. There's always a fault in every control scheme, right? Can't always hit all the buttons at once. Yeah. Let's lose contact with my drone. Turn off that light, see if that helps any. Not really. Get all this by hand without using the drone. Big ship to paint. It's just a big friggin' ship overall. I'm sure this thing's gonna be a fuel hog. I'm gonna get it up in space, and then I'm never gonna want to land it because it's gonna cost too much. It's gonna be too much of a pain to land. But am I not gonna be able to? That's right. I'm not gonna be able to get above the landing gear. Maybe if I come in from the side. Paint whole block, maybe. That's frustrating. So, get in there, there. Definitely taking longer to paint this thing than I expected, that's for sure. Thrusters also don't really take they don't take out the tank to the pate real well, do they? That's alright. Alright, I think it's drone time again. So sick of being told there's another object in the spawn. Just tell me what object it is. Or can I just not be looking up when I try to spawn it? Seems like one of those bugs to me that... it seems like a bug to me, period. One of those bugs that it just seems like a flat-out bug to me. It does that, but... And I didn't realize I was applying a whole block. Thought I unchecked that. Alright, I'm flashing red for food, so you know what? It's gonna take me a while to fix this. So, we'll finish painting the ship on the next episode. I think for now, that's gonna be it. If you like this video, hit the like. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down if you want. Doesn't really matter to me. If you like all my videos, subscribe. You know, there's still some content left in this game for me. I know the last several videos really, and really what it means for me is the last several play sessions have been fully focused around this behemoth of a capital ship that I've been building. I'm glad I've been doing it. It's fun. It's way more fun to build my own than it is to grab one of the pre-built ones. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely something to be said about getting one of the pre-built ones from scratch, or getting one of the pre-built ones and not building them from scratch. It certainly takes a lot less time, but there's also something to be said for building one that's your own, right? So, there she is. You guys have kind of joined me on this journey the last couple episodes, and hope you continue joining me on the journeys as I finally pilot this thing out to space and probably get blown to frickin' smithereens. I'm gonna have to go back and redo all this. So, anyway, on that note, thanks for watching and have a good night.